This is our love letter to a small, unincorporated town about 120 miles north of Las Vegas and 8 miles from Death Valley National Park. Have you ever been somewhere so special that it was hard to put into words? We have. Welcome to Beatty, Nevada. You're going to find about 6 lodging options in town as well as 2 RV parks. But we chose to spend the night at the Portal Motel. So let's take a look around.
Okay, we're located here at the Portal Motel right here in Beatty, Nevada. Shannon and I have decided to stop here on our way back to Las Vegas from Tonopah. This is a motel that has 25 rooms, and Beatty is known as the gateway to Death Valley. So a lot of people come here and stay who are going to Death Valley. So right across the street from the motel is the Beatty Museum. And not too far down the street right there is the main town of Beatty, which has a few restaurants, the Happy Burro. So you can go down there and get something to eat. So I'm gonna take you for a little walk around the property here. It's not very big. You come over here. There's some rooms over there. And then one of the real cool things about this place, it's family owned. So they'll claim that they're not the fanciest, but they definitely take pride in making sure it's one of the cleanest. So very friendly family that owns this motel right here, and they were really a pleasure to check in with. So I'm gonna walk up here and I'm gonna show you the pool. Now, they want you and encourage you to come out to the pool for night swimming because they know that their guests here aren't loud and rowdy. So they want you to come out here because they say at nighttime, this is a really cool place to gaze up at the stars. So I'm gonna take a look at the pool here. So you come in here at nighttime and they say you can just gaze up at the stars, a nice clear sky, because they don't have the abundance of the city lights. So if you're thinking of finding a place to stay when you're here in Beatty, again, it's a small town. It's a, stop through town that people come to. But the room is extremely clean and it's very comfortable. And like I said, they're not trying to be the fanciest, but they're very clean, they're very friendly. And this town is very quiet, and I can't forget to mention the burros. They're all over the place. So you're more than likely gonna see one. If you don't see one in the evening out here, you're gonna see one in the morning. Beatty, great town to come to.
Hey, we just got checked into our room here at the Portal in Beatty. What a great place. First of all, we got here about an hour and a half early. The check-in was so easy and they were just so nice. These are our chairs right outside of our room. Let's go take a look. We got 2 queens. If you read the reviews about this place, the first thing you're gonna hear is how clean they are. So true, so true. And huge. We've been traveling a while. We have tons of luggage and we always bring every bit of it into our rooms, no matter where we're staying. We need this space. Here's a desk area over here behind the door. Plenty of space there. Little TV here. Note card to leave a review of your room. Over here, I do want to point out, we have a couple of regular outlets and 2 USBs as well as underneath. 2 plugs here. Awesome. Over here's another desk area. And in between the bed and the desk area is just so much room to get around. So if you're here with a family, you are not gonna have any trouble in this room. You have a microwave, a fridge, and a freezer. Good fridge space. That's important. Here's your luggage rack. Right next to that. Look how big this sink area is. Plenty of room to store tons of stuff up here. You have some coffee, few hangers here, towels, and your bathroom. I'm going to give you a view from here so you can see just how large this room is. You're not going to go wrong staying here. After getting checked in and squared away, we realized we were burning daylight, so we decided to head out to Rhyolite Ghost Town, about 4 miles from Beatty. Rhyolite began in 1905 as one of many mining camps that popped up after a prospecting discovery in the nearby Bullfrog Hills. Following this discovery, a gold rush brought thousands of miners, gold seekers, developers, and service providers to the Bullfrog mining district. 1 year later, industrialist Charles Schwab bought the Montgomery Shoshone mine and invested heavily in infrastructure, bringing railroad transportation, electric lines, and piped water. Within the next year, Rhyolite had electric lights, water mains, newspapers, telephones, a school, a hospital, an opera house, and even a stock exchange. But Rhyolite declined as quickly as it surged. Production fell after the richest ore was exhausted, and then came the 1906 earthquake in San Francisco and the financial panic of 1907. Development capital became more difficult to raise, the mine's stock value crashed, and by 1910 the mine was operating at a loss, and it closed in 1911. Some folks did stick it out in Rhyolite for a few years, but by 1920 the population was 0. You know, seeing the remnants of this place was truly an awe-inspiring experience. It was beautiful. It was sad. It was also hopeful in a weird way. You could kind of see how the people that lived there were once thriving, but really for such a brief period of time. If you do make it to this area, to Beatty or any surrounding areas, or on your way to Death Valley or Tonopah or even Las Vegas, you have to make this a must-do stop on your trip. So it's time to get something to eat, and we decided to head down the street to the Happy Burro. I had heard about this place because they're pretty famous for their chili, and they definitely didn't disappoint. They have a really cool outdoor area, nice misters going on. It was a really hot day, maybe 115 degrees when we were there. They have the greatest decor outside, really chill vibe. People sit here on the patio or out front. There's some seating out front. There's also an indoor bar that I'm going to have you check out in a minute. The hospitality was just amazing. The nicest people. The locals are so friendly. Might even catch some of the Beatty cowboys hanging out here. This is a really popular place for them to hang out. We both ordered a huge dish of chili. You can get hot dogs here, chili dogs, Frito pies, spirits of all kinds, a killer beer selection, which let me tell you, an ice cold beer on a super hot day is just what the doctor ordered. When you step inside, they have the greatest bar in here. It's got kind of an Old West vibe, just a few bar stools, a couple high tops there, and you can go in there and cool off, take a look around, tons of stuff on the walls for you to check out. This is the place that you want to come to after a day out in or around Beatty or Death Valley. What a treat. And the chili, the best I've ever had. Heading back to the El Portal, we came across the stars of the show, the adorable Beatty Burros. They were everywhere. And I had to stop, couldn't help myself, had to give them a little bit of love. Didn't give them any food. Please do not give them people food. It is not good for them. Will make them very sick, but do take a moment to appreciate these animals while you're in town. Before I wrap this up and share my final thoughts, I want to share with you a quick list of things to do while you're visiting Beatty. The Beatty Museum, Goldwell Open Air Museum, Death Valley National Park, Torrance Ranch Preserve, Beatty Urban Pond, hiking and off-roading, stargazing, and even geochaching. Spending time in Beatty was really eye-opening. What made a huge impression on me was the simplicity. a strong sense of community, the beauty of nature, the beauty of quiet moments like sitting outside at dusk, hearing the desert wind and sounds of braying donkeys, the fascinating history, and the possibility of exploring a new place that hasn't been tainted by tourist traps and crowds. Try not to build your trips around certainty. Leave a blank space and let the place fill it. Some of your best memories will be the things you never even thought of. Thank you so much for watching.